Tan 45. Value of 1. Sine 30. 1/2. Cosine 60. 1/2. Sine 45. Square root of 2/2. Ang tanong, ano ba kung pinagsasabi ko? Well, ito yung mga secret techniques para ma-solve mo ang mga trigonometric functions na hindi ka gumagamit ng calculator. So mga ka-ML, kumusta sa inyo dyan? Sisimulan natin ang ating session for today na kung saan ituturo ko sa inyo ang isang trigonometric technique na kung saan hindi mo kailangan gumamit ng calculator. Pero dito, sa technique na ito, kamay lang ang gagamitin mo at makukuha mo na ang value ng isang angle. So, tune in, relax, at bago natin simulan talaga ang discussion na ito, kindly click the subscribe button and notification. Hello, what's up mga ka-ML? Isang magandang araw sa inyo. Ako pa rin ang inyong abot kamay na math teacher, si Sir Ash. At today ay ituturo ko sa inyo ang isang trick sa trigonometry na kung saan hindi mo kailangan gumamit ng isang calculator. Pero somehow, ang trick na ito ay pwede mo lang magamit sa mga certain angles. But this is really a good technique because pag dumating ka sa isang topic na deeper sa trigonometry, specifically yung mga trigonometric identities and yung mga trigonometric expressions, malaking bagay ito sa pagsusolve. So, ang tanong, Sir Ash, paano ba ang technique na yan? Alright, now, ang technique na ito, gamit lamang ang ating mga daliri sa kamay. Okay? Siyempre, sa ating isang kamay, meron tayong 5 daliri. So, these 5 fingers will represent our special angles. So, ang tanong, ano nga ba ang mga angles na ito? At ito yun. 0 degrees. Sorry, degree. 30 degrees. 45 degrees. 60 degrees. And the 90 degrees na mga angles. Okay, so, ito, this will represent as those numbers. Siyempre, magkakasunod yan. Ikaw bahala kung saan ka magsimula. Kung dito ba or dito. Regardless, ituturo ko pa rin sa iyo ang technique. Okay. First, 0, 30, 45, 60, 90. For others, kung left-handed sila, dito sila gusto magsimula ng 0, 0, 30, 45, 60, 90. Kayo bahala. Basta, this will represent as your angles. Okay. So, let's just use this right hand of mine. Okay. So, 0, 30, 45, 60, 90. Okay, ang tanong ngayon, Sir Ash, paano ba natin i-apply ito sa trigonometry? Okay, last video, yung discussion ko about trigonometry was all about trigonometric functions and trigonometric ratios. Ang tanong, ano nga ba yung mga trigonometric functions? So, meron tayong 6, yung primary at secondary functions. So, first, we have the sine, the cosine, the tan, the cosecant, the secant, and the cotangent. Okay. Now, ang tanong ngayon, Sir Ash, itong mga functions na to, pag ipapartner na sa mga angles na to, paano siya masosolve? Gamit lamang ang mga kamay. So, sabi ko nga kanina, sa intro, sinabi ko, sine 30 is 1/2. Tama? Okay, if you still remember. Now, ito yung 30 degrees. Pinold ko. Tama? So, this 30 degrees, I fold it. At nakuha ko ang 1/2. Ang tanong, Sir Ash, ano pala ang technique? So, ganito lang. Para kay sine at cosine, ang gagawin mo lang ay square root of finger over 2. Siyempre, square root of finger over 2. Siyempre, yung final answer mo dyan, dapat nakasimplify. Okay, now, paano masagutin yan? If we incorporate sine and cosine sa ating mga kamay, okay, kung saan nagsisimula si 0, doon si sine. So, for example, nandito yung 0 natin, di ba? So, if nandito si 0, dito ang magiging sine side natin. At dito naman, kung saan si 90, doon naman ang magiging cosine side natin. Now, sir, ano bang ibig sabihin ng sine side at saka cosine side? O sa English, pwede natin sabihin the side of sine and the side of cosine. Alright, now, very simple lang. Ang technique nito. Kung ano yung pinapasolve na angle, ifo-fold mo yun. So let's say, ang pinapasolve sa inyo ay sin 30. Pinapasolve sa inyo ang sin 30. So, saan dito ang 30 degrees? Ito yun, tama? Saan yung sine side natin? Di ba dito? Okay. Ilan ang natirang fingers sa side ng sine? Okay. Dahil pinold natin ito, dito na side, this will be your sine. Dito na side, this will be your cosine. So, using our technique, square root of finger over 2, para kay sine, isa na lang ang natira. So, that means, square root of finger natin, that is square root of 1 over 2. And we all know, pag isi-simplify natin, ang square root of 1, that is 1/2 or 0.5. And that is your answer for sin 30. Alright, napakadali lang, di ba? Now, question yun. Sir Ash, how about cosine 30? Okay, sa cosine 30 naman tayo. Now, kung cosine 30 naman, syempre, pwede yung 30, na-fold natin, yung cosine side dito, tatlo na lang ang natira. Tama? Tatlo. So, therefore, 1, 2, 3, that will be square root of 3 over 2. Ang question, may square root ba ang 3? Walang perfect root ang square root of 3. So, therefore, huwag mo na pahirapan ang sarili mo. That is already your answer. So, ganun lang kadali. Okay? So, that's as simple as that. Now, ang question yun, Sir Ash, what if nandun ka sa pinakadulo? Okay, let's consider sine 90 and let's say cosine 0. Okay, mga ganun. So, let's start with sine 90. Saan ang 90 dito? Ito yun. Okay. Now, dahil nag-fold ako dito, walang natira dito, tama? Pero sine ang pinag-uusapan natin. So, dito tayo na side titingin. Alright? So, meron tayong 4. So, that will be sine 90 is square root of 4 over 2. And the square root of 4 is 2. So, 2 over 2 and the value is 1. So, kapag isosolve mo ang sine 90, ang answer ay 1. Alright. Now, how about cosine 0? Okay, cosine 0. So, saan ang cosine 0? Ito yung 0. Full. Dito na side ang cosine, tama? Ang tanong, ilang fingers ang natira? So, the answer is 4 din. So, we have cosine 4, square root of 4 over 2, and that is still 2 over 2, and the answer is 1. Now, the question is, Sir Ash, bakit pareho ng sagot? Okay, ano pala ang sine 90 at cosine 0? Bakit pareho ng sagot? Ang tawag dyan ay cofunctions, na kung saan ang buong grupo ng sine ay mirror ng buong grupo ng cosine, pero in a reverse way. Siyempre, it means that sine 0 is equal to cosine 90. At cosine 1, or sine 1 is equal to cosine 89. And that goes hanggang sa pupunta kayo to the next value, which is, let's say, cosine 1, that the value of that one is sine 89. And then cosine 0, the value of that one is sine 90. Okay? So, yun ang tinatawag nating cofunctions. Okay, now, paano naman kukunin? What if, Sir Ash, ang pinapasolve mo ngayon ay sine 0. Okay, sine 0. So, dito tayo, 0, tama, sine. Wala nang natira. So, paano mo isusolve yan? So, technically, ang gagawin mo lang, square root of 0 over 2. Ano bang square root ng 0? So, 0 pa rin. So, 0 over 2. And we all know that any fraction with a numerator of 0 is equal to 0, provided that the denominator is not 0. Alright? So, ang value ng ating sine 0 is 0. Okay. So, hopefully, clear sa inyo ang ating sine and cosine techniques. Okay? Now, let's go to tangent. Okay, let's go naman kung paano natin isosolve ang tan. Alright. Now, according to trigonometric identities, tan is equal to sine over cosine. Pero it would be very, kung sa technique natin it would very time consuming kung i-divide pa natin ang sine value over cosine value para lang makuha natin ang sine. Since we are using our hands, for tan values, ganito lang ang gagawin natin. For tan, what we will do is the square root of side, sine, over, when we say sine, we are talking about the figures, ha? Okay. Divided by the side of cosine. We're still talking about figures. So, dito, okay, balik tayo dito. Since we are talking about sine and cosine, kung saan yung fold mo, ang gagawin mo lang is i-divide yung finger dito sa left going to the right. So, divide mo yung sine side divided by the cosine side. At kung ano ang sagot doon, isi-simplify mo lang. Okay, let's start. Let's say, ang pinapasolve sa inyo ay sine, let's say, tan na tayo. Okay, tan 45. Okay, so saan ang 45 dito? Ito yon, tan 45. Now, katulad ng sabi ko, sine divided by cosine. So, the sine side divided by cosine. Ilan ang natira? Dalawa, dalawa. So, the answer for that one, our tan 45 is equal to square root of 2 over square root of 2. And since our numerator and denominator are the same or identical, we could cancel them and the answer is 1. So, the tan value of tan 45, the value of tan 45 is 1. Okay, ganun na kadali. Now, how about ito? Let's say we want to solve tan 60. Okay, tan 60. So, ito yun. Tama? So, we have tatlo, isa. So, we have square root of 3 over square root of 1. And since our 1 here has a perfect square, so that is 1, that is square root of 3. And any number or an expression with a denominator of 1, you can just eliminate 1 and you just write it as a whole. And that's the answer. Square root of 3. Ganun ang kadali mga ka-ML. Alright? Now, last sa tan natin. What if tan 0? Okay, tan 0. So that is sine, cosine. We have here, walang natira. So that is 0. We have here 4. So what is tan 0? Tan 0 here is square root of 0 over square root of 4. So that is 0 over 2. And still the answer is 0. So ganun lang kadali mga ka-ML. Again, you just need to divide the sine over cosine. Okay. Now, ang tanong ngayon, ito. Sir, Ash, paano mo naman isosolve ang mga secondary functions gamit ang ating mga kamay? So, syempre, we all know na the secondary functions are the inverse of the primary functions. Tama? So, ang kabaliktaran lang ang gagawin natin. So, kung ano yung technique ng kabaliktaran, yun ang i-apply natin para sa ating cosecant at secant. Okay, erase mo na ito. Okay, now ang tanong, Sir Ash, paano mo naman isolve ang cosecant and secant? Okay. So, kung ang sine at cosine ay square root of finger over 2, dito naman sa cosecant at secant, we will use 2 over square root of finger. Now, ang medyo challenging sa part na ito ay ganito. In the lesson of radicals or law of exponent, or radicals, sorry, in the lesson of radicals, it is prohibited to have a final answer na merong ang radical expression sa denominator side. So therefore, if that's the case, kapag yun ang maging final answer mo, you need to rationalize. So i-rationalize natin. So we will convert the said expression into an expression in which wala nang denominator na merong radical side. So, paano yun siya? Ituturo ko sa inyo ngayon. Okay, now, let's try to solve cosecant 30. Okay, now, syempre, ang cosecant ay kabaliktaran ng sine. So, kung saan si sine, doon din si cosecant. Kung saan si cosine, doon din si secant. Okay, ganun lang. Now, let's say, cosecant 60. Ito yun. Tama? So, cosecant here. Okay. So, ilan ang fingers na tira? Tatlo. So, we have, the answer here is 2 over square root of 3. Now, in this case, hindi na natin square root ng 3. But, this is not yet a final answer because it violates the rule na magkaroon ng isang radical expression sa denominator side. So, paano mo siya i-rationalize? Ang gagawin mo lang is multiply mo ang numerator and denominator by its denominator para maging perfect square siya. And the final answer is, okay, dito ko na lang ilalagay. Okay? 2 square root of 3 over square root of 9. And to simplify this one, this is 2 square root of 3 over 3. And that is our final answer for the value of cosecant 60. Alright, now tanong ngayon, Sir Ash, how about secant 45? Okay, secant 45. Let's say this one, secant 45. So we have here, the secant 45 secant is the inverse of the cosine. So dito tayo titingin. So that is secant 45, 2 over square root of 2. Bakit 2 over? Bakit palaging 2? Because ang technique natin is 2 over square root of finger. Okay, so 2 over square root of 2. Hindi natin alam ang square root, hindi natin pwede maging final answer ito. It's because meron pang radical sign sa denominator. So the same technique, i-multiply mo siya sa kanyang denominator, both the numerator and denominator. So this will have 2 square root of 2, and then this will have square root of 4, and the final answer is 2 square root of 2 over 2. But since 2 and 2 are both whole numbers, you can cancel them, and the final answer is square root of 2. Alright, napakadali lang mga ka-ML. So, gano'n lang ang technique para sa ating cosecant at secant. Again, kung sa secant, sa sine at cosine, ang gagawin natin ay square root of finger over 2. Sa tangent naman natin ay square root of side finger, side sine over square root of side cosine. Sa cosecant at secant naman, ang gagawin lang natin ay 2 over square root of finger. Then, if we have a final answer na, we have an expression na mayroong denominator na radical expression, therefore we need to rationalize. Okay, now let's go to the final part. Paano ba natin malalaman ang cotangent? Okay, so simple lang din. So now let's talk about the last function, cotangent. Paano ba isasolve ang cotangent? Very simple. Kung ang tangent natin ay side sine over side cosine, square ng dalawa, dito kabaliktaran lang. So we will just use the side cosine divided by the square root of the side sine. So finger pa rin ang pinag-uusapan natin dyan. Okay? So, imbis na left to right, we need to use right to left for the cotangent. Now, example, Sir Ash, let's try cotangent 0. Okay, cotangent 0. Paano doon? So, cotangent 0. Ito yun. Tama? Walang natira, mayroong 4. Okay. So, right over left tayo ngayon. Hindi left over right. Okay. So, dito, sa right side ko okay. Pero sa inyo na nanonood, this is your right side and then this is the left side. So, sa akin, this is the left side and right side. Okay. Anyway. Now, ang gagawin na natin is our side of the sine, the side of the cosine divided by the side of the sine. So, we have square root of 4 over 0. So that is square root of 4 over square root of 0. Now, ito ang problema ngayon. Ano ang sagot? Ano ang final answer kapag ang denominator mo ay 0? Now, hindi, ito ang parating naging confusion ng ating mga estudyante. Ang alam nila, kapag merong 0 sa mga fractions, lagi nilang sinasabi agad, sir, ang sagot dyan, final answer dyan is 0. No, that is only the case if and only if ang 0 mo ay nasa numerator side. Pero kapag ang 0 mo ay nasa denominator side, ang tawag dyan ay undefined. At kapag i-calculator mo yan, sorry sa penmanship ko, at kapag i-calculator mo yan, ang lalabas dyan ay math error or syntax error. Kaya, ang sagot ay undefined. So, for the final example natin, cotangent 60. Ayan. Okay, cotangent 60. Cotangent 60. Right over left. Okay? So, sa inyo right over left. So, we have square root of 1 over square root of 3. The answer here is 1 over square root of 3. Yet, hindi pa ito final answer. So, therefore, we will multiply this with the square root of 3, square root of 3. So, we have square root of 3 over square root of 9, and our final answer is square root of 3 over 3. And that is the value of our cotangent 60. So, ganun lang kadali mga ka-email. If you could consider, mula sa simula ng ating video hanggang ngayon, dito sa last part ng ating discussion, hindi ako umawak ng calculator. And the question is, Sir Ash, are you sure about your answers now? Lahat ng examples natin, i-try ninyo sa inyong mga calculators and the final answer will still be the same. Now, if you will tell me, Sir Ash, yung mga sagot namin ay nagiging decimal. Now, try to get the decimal value or the decimal equivalent of these fractions and the answer is still the same. Now, the question is, Sir Ash, papayag ba ang mga teachers namin kapag ang pinakita namin as the final answer is fraction at hindi decimal? Well, you have to talk to your teachers because numbers can be expressed into different ways. It can be expressed into decimals and it can also be expressed into fractions if we are talking about rational numbers. So please, mga teachers natin dyan sa mathematics, let's be open-minded din naman because remember this, that a solution to a problem is always maraming solution sa isang problem. So, you just consider going to a certain place. Ang daming paraan para makapunta ka sa isang lugar. Pwede kang maglakad, pwede kang mag-taxi, pwede kang mag-tricycle, pwede kang mag-jeep, but the end result is still the same. You will arrive at your destination. So, hopefully nakatulong ito sa inyo ang discussion natin ngayong gabi. Ito pa rin ang inyong abot kamay na math teacher, si Sir Ash. At lagi niyong tatandaan na masarap matuto ng mathematics kapag marami tayong nagsasama-sama. And before I end my discussion with you guys, please share, subscribe. At kapag meron kayong mga hindi pa naiintindihan ng mga topics or mga topics na gusto ninyong i-share natin dito sa Math Learning with Sir Ash, put it in the comment section below para at least pwede ko kayong matulungan because I'm really open for any comments and possibilities to help you even more. So, this has been your Sir Ash signing.